Hello, I'm here to give you guys an update on my health and everything that's been happening since my last update. So it's now like middle of September, and I'm about 9 weeks into the Benlysta self-injections that I was giving myself every Friday. I can say that they're working, and I'm super excited about it. So they have almost completely removed my like bone pain that I was having every day, my muscle pain that I was having every day, and just overall flares. Definitely feeling a lot better and having pretty much no flares. I had one one flare that lasted about a week, but it was kind of off and on. So it was like one day my bones were hurting, the next day nothing hurt as bad, and then the next day I had like a migraine, and then the next day after that I had like muscle ache. So it was like doable. It was a lot better. And what else has been going on? I did have some GI issues, so that's because I thought that now that I'm on all this medicine that I can eat whatever I want. That's not true. So I went back to eating mostly vegan again. I removed gluten, dairy, and meats, and I once in a while I'll have fish, but mostly about 90% vegan. I'll eat like a cookie or a cupcake or something at an event or something, but I'm really trying to do better. So going vegan helped me kind of calm my stomach down again. So I'm about 2 weeks into the vegan different eating, and it's helping things get back in order and less stomach pain and stomach issues. So what else has been going on with me? My skin has cleared up a lot. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm wearing makeup today, but my skin has cleared up quite a bit. If I'm having a flare, I'll break out into like a rash, but they look like pimples, and it'll happen like down here, sometimes in here. And then I'll get like a occasional little bump on like my torso or my thigh. But again, doable. I put my cream on it that my dermatologist prescribed, and it helps a whole lot. So excited about that. I did have my rheumatologist appointment last week, the week before last, and I asked about getting off of one of my medicines or tapering down like my last rheumatologist said. And she said, we're gonna run some more labs and try to see if tapering down is doable, but we're gonna do the lab first to see where my C3 and my C4 are, which is how my autoimmune is showing up, is in my C3 and C4 and in my urine. So one thing that did happen within the last month is I did have an ER visit because I had some sharp pain in like my upper abdomen area. They were checking for appendix. It was fine. We don't know what was going on or where the pain came from, so that's why I decided to go vegan and remove the gluten and the cheese and the meat. But they also tested my urine at that time to check my kidneys, and it did come back that it had a lot of white blood cells and red blood cells in it, but no protein, which is still good. So we have to, because there was more than normal, more than I've had before, they want to recheck the urine to make sure that my kidneys are functioning properly. So with autoimmune, either lupus or connective tissue, your kidneys can get involved. But the Benlysta also helps control any further damage, hopefully. So right now they're still behaving pretty normal, and we want to keep it that way. So another thing I wanted to tell you guys about was my energy level. So my energy level has increased a lot. I am able to work full days in my daycare, and I'm able to go to the grocery store by myself, which before wasn't a thing. I would need my husband or one of my kids to come with me because just getting out of the house alone required like a lot of my energy. Driving in the car, even driving in the sun, all that drains my energy. So having someone else there with me to help me has always been like a necessity. So this last week I've had some errands to run, and I've done it by myself. I've driven myself, and I've gone to the grocery stores by myself. So that's pretty cool. Another thing that I'm super excited to share with you guys is I've been working out again. Not really working out, but I'm more like I'm walking on the treadmill, inclined, and I've been trying to do at least 30 minutes. Some days I go like 50 minutes, 45 minutes. So I've done that. Today is day 5 that I've done it. A couple days have been in a row. Also, didn't used to happen. So today, actually, I was able to run for the first time in like forever. And I ran a whole mile nonstop, like not even out of breath. So my lungs didn't hurt, my chest didn't hurt. One of my knees was hurting, and so my right knee was hurting, which always hurts, and my left foot was hurting, and my right thigh muscle in a weird spot was hurting, but my thighs are my problem area, so I expected something was gonna happen, but I'm still functioning. That was like 3 hours ago, and usually after a workout before my medicine, I would have to take a nap, or I would have to lay down and kind of regather myself because I would be extremely exhausted. So a workout before used to leave me like lightheaded, dizzy, shaky, weak, nauseous. I'd have a big fat headache after, and it would take me like 30 minutes to maybe an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. Sometimes it would just wipe me out, and then that would ruin my day. That hasn't happened at all this week, and what has been happening is that I've been working out in the evenings before bed, and so it would put me to sleep more comfortably, and it would basically knock me out to go to sleep, and then I'd wake up fine and rejuvenated the next day, which is super cool. And so yeah, so today when I worked out or did my jog and the treadmill walk, I did a total of an hour today. So I started off with a walk for 5 minutes, then I ran for a mile, and then I walked again after my run. And so I completed about an hour, and I was still able to shower, get ready. Today's my kids' homecoming, so I have to get them ready, and I feel pretty good still. I have a lot of energy now after I did that. Before I worked out today though, I was feeling kind of just a little tired, so I put some of my doTERRA peppermint oil on my palms, and I just inhaled it and sniffed it, and took some deep breaths, and kind of rubbed some on myself. So when I went out there, it almost woke me up before I went into my garage where my treadmill is, and it completely like helped. It was almost like a shot of coffee. So I've also removed coffee from my daily routine. I was having coffee twice a day. So I was having coffee in the morning and super strong coffee, and then in the afternoon at 2 o'clock I'd have my second cup of coffee, sometimes pretty strong too. That was also irritating my stomach. So my stomach is super not liking a lot of things currently, so I'm trying to be really careful of how I treat it and what I put in it, and yeah, and trying to take care of my intestines because I don't know what's going on, and it's really irritating when my stomach hurts. So that's kind of everything that's been happening. I'm really excited. The medicine is working. My next appointment, so we'll see if I can start tapering off of one of the medicines. She doesn't think I'll be able to get off of it completely, the azathioprine / Imuran. So right now I take 2 of those pills, plus the Plaquenil, plus the Benlysta injections. I also was able to move my Friday, so my injections were happening on Friday night, which was completely wiping me out. So the injections were the prep for the pre-medicine before the medicine is I have to take a Tylenol or it gives me major migraines. So I have to take a Tylenol an hour before, and I have to take a Benadryl an hour before. Otherwise, it feels like I'm literally being stung by bees. And when I'm saying I'm being stung by bees, it's like I'm slapping my legs and like scratching because it feels like there's bees attacking my legs. So I don't like the way that feels. It's like a sharp like sting that like, it's literally like poking, like sting. It's like a bee sting, and it's happening repetitively on my legs. So I had to now I have to take Benadryl before the injection in order for the stings not to happen, which is, it's an allergic reaction, they said, to the Benadryl, which of course I knew I was going to have some type of side effects to it. So I don't mind the bee stings as long as the medicine's working. So yeah, so Tylenol, Benadryl an hour before my injections. The injections, after the first 4 weeks of injections, my body finally accepted it. The first 4 weeks, it was really like tearing me up all the way until, so I would do it Friday. So that Monday all of my extra symptoms would show up. So I'd feel nauseous and faint and weak, and running a daycare and holding babies, it was not okay to start feeling that way. So that was a little scary, and not knowing, you know, how my body was going to accept this or not. And finally it got accepted, and my body decided to, it was literally like I took it on Friday, and then that Saturday I woke up like 100% almost. And that was the first day I was like, I'm gonna try to go work out on the treadmill. Shh, that's my dog. So that was like week 5, I think. And then ever since then, it's been like I can see little improvements here and there. So pretty cool, really excited, super thankful for this medicine and whoever invented it. Praying there's no other crazy side effects later in life even, or as I continue with these injections. I pray that, you know, that like once my body starts feeling better, and even if the medicine does get removed, like I pray that my body's able to contain itself and hold all of the goodness that's been, it's been given. So like the working out and the running and the energy, like I pray that this all stays, so I don't have to, you know, keep finding medicine that's gonna help me. So anyways, I thought I'd share all that with you guys. I'm really excited of how everything's coming along, and how it looks like I might have some type of a new normal again. So, you know, in running today, it reminded me of what I was able and capable of doing before my body started attacking itself. I used to run like forever for fun. And so I would run a couple miles here and there, just in between dropping off the kids from school or whatever it was. I was like, I'm gonna go for a run. And I would literally run for like, until I would get bored. So I would run like 2 miles, or I remember one time before work, when I used to work at in retail, I parked my car super far and just ran for like 7 miles before work, and then like I got ready in the bathroom before work. But 7 miles, like why? For fun. It was just for fun because I love to run. So all that to say is that I miss running, and so I'm glad I ran today. And I miss dancing, so I don't know when that's going to happen again since we're in a pandemic. But little things are happening, and I'm so excited about it. I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm super hopeful. I'm super thankful, and I'm just glad that so that God shows up. So, you know, I don't know where you might be with your hope or your journey or your pain or whatever your issue or things might be, but I believe in prayer, and I do believe that I would not be here today right now if prayer didn't help me through. For example, I might cry saying this, but so like the first week of my first injection was really rough. The second week the second week was the worst. So the second week, one of the side effects is depression. And another side effect is anxiety. And so those two things alone in me, I already carry, but the medicine in itself, upped it. It went from like a 3 to like 100. And I took the medicine on Friday, and it was literally that Monday. And I remember it because I had, that was my first day with two new babies in my daycare. So that in itself upped my anxiety a gazillion. So, so what they don't tell you, or what the doctors won't tell you, or even the pharmacy, nobody tells you the for real side effects that's gonna take a toll on your mental health. So it took a humongous toll. I was down and out, and my kids saw it. My husband saw it. It was rough. And so that Monday night, I went upstairs. It was like 5:30, and I was like, I need to go to sleep. This is mentally too much. Sorry. And so and reason why I say I believe in prayer is because I went upstairs, took a shower, got ready for bed, and I called, or I texted my pastor's wife, who's also a friend. And I said, I need help. I need prayer. This is heavy. This is hard. It's a new medicine, and I know that it's taken over my brain. Anyways, she prayed for me. She prayed, and I went to sleep. And I woke up the next day good as new, nothing ever happened. So I believe in prayer. It's powerful. It's strong. I believe in reaching out to your community, to your people. And I know mental health is nobody talks about, but it's there. It's crazy. It takes over your thoughts. So just, if you need help, if you need someone to pray for you, I'm here. I understand. You're not alone. And yeah, so super thankful. Everything's working finally. And if I can pray for you in any way, let me know. Send me a message. And that's all. I just thank you guys for everything, for your prayers, for your thoughts. And I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully I can get off of something in a couple of months. But feeling pretty good and wanted to share. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye. Today's Sunday. Just made it back from church and going to sleep. It's about 1 o'clock. Yesterday was my husband's 40th birthday, so I had a party for him. It took me 3 days to get the house ready and to get the food together and celebrate his 40th birthday. But in the end, it was worth it. All while having some pleurisy that was going on the last 2 days. The pleury's pretty much almost gone. However, today I'm left with extreme exhaustion. So I got myself ready, went to church, did the bare minimum on makeup, slapped some lashes on, and got to church, had a second cup of coffee. Still was not enough caffeine to wake me up. When I left, my gas tank was pretty empty and my tire pressures were low, but I had nothing in me that desired to stop. So I drove all the way home, which for me is, I don't know, it takes me like 45 minutes to get to and from church. So it took, so basically I was way too tired to stop. And to try to put air in any tires today was not gonna happen. So I came all the way home and gonna attempt a nap. And hopefully I wake up with some spoons or energized or useful. So I just need to sleep. All I can think about while I was driving home was, I think I need to pull over. I'm way too exhausted. So it was really hard to concentrate on the road. I felt intoxicated, like I was swerving. When I tell you fatigue and exhaustion is real, it's real. It's heavy, intense, like you're on some good drugs or you're drunk. That's what my drive felt like today. So, gonna attempt to sleep. This is my day 3 on this flare of whatever's happening. Good night. I mean, this is cute. This is it.